You're a governor, that's a very important job, but you're also a father, a very important job. How proud of you are you of your daughter and her accomplishments? Because a lot of people here in the United States recognize her name.
Well, thank you. Well, she has done very well in that entertainment industry. And I think we're also proud of her because she raises the image and name of Kenya internationally. And I think the kind of movies that she has been involved in are very important in terms of education, in terms of awareness, in terms of questioning certain cultural values that affect international relations and relations among people. I think the latest movie, Black Panther, to me was very important in saying that there's a lot that is still possible in Africa, that we can pull ourselves with our own bootstraps because the potential is there, the ability is there, the resources are there, and that whereas historically this has not happened because of past unfair relations between Africa and the West in particular. I mean, there's tremendous literature on the issue of imperialism in Africa and the extent to which Europe actually underdeveloped Africa during colonial times, and it affected the future of Africa in a fundamental way. Even you go back to the slave trade, Africa's human resources was removed from the continent at a very critical time in history. And then that tremendous human resource was used for development elsewhere. And those relations need to be reversed, I think, and fairness restored in human relations and in the future of Africa. That should not be done from the point of view of regret, but from the point of view of confidence and more positive attitude about the future. I think that lesson and that kind of learning process was to me, very useful in Black Panther. And everywhere you go, whether in China or in Europe or in the US, people do appreciate that it perhaps one of the most important movies of our time.
Did you see her as an actress growing up? Did she talk about this quite a bit? Did you try and encourage that streak in her, or did you think, boy, this is going to be a tough road ahead?
Well, I mean, right from kindergarten, she'd shown the signs of being an actress. I remember one day in kindergarten, we went as parents to the kindergarten, where the pupils, the little kids, were putting up a performance for the parents, and the teacher announced, well, now the school is going to put up a special performance for you, a song, and when the curtain opens, who came leading the team was her. And my wife and I were very shocked. I mean, we didn't know this kind of quality in her, and she did very well. But they also had an auntie who was kind of a comedian, really, who used to put up plays with the kids and whatnot. We saw them coming up, and apparently something that eventually, when she went to college, blossomed. Well, it really blossomed not just in college, but in high school. I mean, she was always involved in plays. She acted Juliet, Romeo and Juliet, at the age of 14 in the leading theater in Nairobi, the Phoenix Theater. And I remember we were going to see that play, and she did very well. Well, I think in terms of drama and the arts, we have always been interested in that. I myself, in high school, I think I was very much involved in acting. So I guess it's something that was in the family.